Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, May 4th, third day of Iyar. Today, we're going to do this interesting question about Sfiras HaOmer. Now, theoretically, I should have told you this before the first day of Omer, but okay, I'm telling it to you late, but it's still a very interesting question. Here goes. What if a person knows near the beginning of Sfiras HaOmer and before they start counting that they're definitely going to miss a day? Like on the 28th day of Omer, they know that they have a surgery scheduled, and the doctor told them, you're going to be out of it for 2 days. You're probably not going to be able to daven or anything. So you know you're going to miss day 28 and 29. So the question is this: should you count Sfiras Omer with a bracha on day 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way till the surgery, knowing that when you get to day 28, you're going to break the whole mitzvah, and a lot of poskim hold that it's one whole mitzvah. So you're saying a bracha for counting the whole Omer on the first day, which later is going to get busted. You're going to count again on the second day with a bracha, which again on day 28 is going to get busted. So should you count each day with a bracha, knowing that on day 28 or 29, the whole thing is going to get broken when you have that surgery? You get it? You know you're going to miss a day. Should you be counting each day with a bracha or not? So, there are two ways to answer this question. One of them is based on the Mishnah Brura. The Mishnah Brura says a halacha, which is, I'm smiling while I say it because it could offend some people, but the Mishnah Brura said that there's an opinion that ladies should not count Sfiras Omer because they're very apt to forget to do this mitzvah each and every day. And therefore he suggested that ladies not count the Sfiras Omer because they're going to forget at some point, and then bracha number 1, number 2, number 3 are going to go for naught, kind of like a bracha levatala, a bracha for nothing, because they're going to forget someday during the Omer. Some of you listening know that the last few years you didn't make it through all 49 days in order, so it's like for nothing. So the Mishnah Brura suggested to those types of people that they should not count the Omer. By the way, little sidebar here. A lot of poskim say that the Mishnah Brura is referring to times when situation was different and ladies were known to be more involved in their home and they couldn't remember, be on track to keep to the counting each day. And they say that it's different nowadays. There are many ladies today who are more meticulous at remembering things than men folk, and they should count with a bracha. But let's put that point aside. The main point is that we see from this Mishnah Brura that really, if somebody knows they're going to miss a day, he felt that they shouldn't be counting with the bracha because all the previous brachas are going to go to being levatala. So that's one opinion. Don't count each day if you know you're going to miss day 28 or something because of a trip or a surgery or whatever. However, there's another way to look at it. This is Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach and others like him disagree. Rav Shmuel Kamenetsky also is on this side, and he says, nope. Each day that I make a bracha, I'm counting. And on day 1, I'm remembering, so on day 1, I count with a bracha. And on day 2, I count with a bracha. And each day, I'm not doing anything wrong because I'm headed towards counting 49 days in a row. Then when day 28 comes, the day of the scheduled surgery or trip or whatever, where you're going to miss, he says that doesn't retroactively go back in time and make your previous brachas be nullified. You can't nullify a bracha which was good and appropriate on its day. So according to the opinions of Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach and Rav Shmuel Kamenetsky, you just count on day 1 with a bracha, and we'll see what will happen on day 28. You count number 2 on day 2 with a bracha, and don't worry about what may or may not happen on day 28, because it's not going to retroactively make your brachas, backwards in time inappropriate. They were appropriate on the day you made them, and they don't get erased when you forget on day 28. So they held that you should plow ahead with making the brachas, even though last year you forgot to count one of the days of Sfira, the year before you forgot, the year before you forgot. They would still say, start again this year, count with a bracha. Hopefully this year you'll make it, and if you do end up missing one day, it doesn't retroactively make all of your brachas from before be for naught. So that's a fascinating halacha and an argument amongst the great rabbis as to whether a person should or should not make a bracha. If this situation applies to you, then by all means talk to your rabbi about it, because there are opinions each way on this matter. We may continue on this topic tomorrow. Thanks for logging on. Have a great day. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye.